I have a rule, I won't have a beer till the end of the broadcast day, but, you know, so they were certainly as friendly as Newfoundlanders, yeah, and so that was great.
What did you first think when you heard you were going to be swimming with salmon?
Well, as soon as it came up, usually, sometimes there's like, I have to be convinced to do something, like when I was tasered, but this is one of those things, as soon as they said swimming with salmon, we said absolutely.
Right on.
As long as we know there's going to be salmon, and of course these guys kept saying, oh, there'll be salmon all right, but like I say, in the back of my mind I was thinking, oh no, what if they can't guarantee salmon? Because it's wildlife.
Are you imagining like in a giant ocean landscape amongst the whales?
No, I knew it was going to be in a river. I just couldn't envision how we would see all these salmon. But the water was so clear, and there was so many salmon. It was just, it was amazing. It was mind blowing. I can't believe. I mean, everyone should do it. I can't wait till people see it. I think they're really gonna think it's amazing.
Yeah, maybe even turn some locals' heads too to the river.
Well, it's really, it can be as easy and as hard as you want it to be, right? That's the thing. So you don't have to be a strong swimmer or anything like that. And as long as you like being in the water, everyone should do it. Yeah, absolutely. But that's like me. I live in Toronto. I've been there for 8 years. I haven't gone up to CN Tower yet. So
right, I know.
Sometimes that's the way it is when you live in a place.
Exactly.
I haven't done that yet.
There is that, right? Yeah.
Can you describe for me that feeling? And I recall it from once you're in the river. Your life is no longer your own. The river takes you where you're going to go.
Yeah, like there was a rapids, and the exciting thing about that was it's quite shallow, so you're whipping along and you have to stay out flat. And then when you stick your hand down and touch a rock, and it moves by so fast, you realize that you couldn't stop yourself even if you wanted to. You just got to go with the river. And I could see that would panic some people. But you know what? As long as you can float, you're wearing a flotation device, and you got the boys from the Torah, and they're keeping an eye on you. Piece of cake.
You spent a lot of time on the river today, by our count almost 6 hours, for what will be, I'm sure, a much shorter segment on the show.
Probably 6 minutes. That's usually the way it works.
What was it like working with these guys for so long?
Oh, they were great. They were really, really amazing. I mean, they're very nice guys. And, anytime we do any of these things, we move so fast that the one thing that's in common, we always, you always want to make sure that safety is key, and you want to be able to trust the people you're working with. So if you're going to jump out of an airplane, like do it with the Canadian Forces, they'll take care of you, they'll pack the chute right. And I felt the same way with these guys because they just had my back. At one point, actually, I was floating around, I was looking at salmon, and then I felt someone grab me and move me out of the way just as a giant rock was going by. And I thought, wow. They knew that rock was there. They knew I was going to float right into it, but they just took me right out of the way. So it was perfect.
Was it pretty tiring?
No, because you're going downstream. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I did riverboarding in rapids one time, and that was exhausting. And so that was the type of thing when people said, "Oh, could I do that?" Unless you're the type of person who likes to go get exhausted, it's you have to take that into account. But it's floating. It's simple.
How about hooks and things?
No, there was no hooks.
Were you ever concerned about lines and getting flossed by all the lines?
No, I wasn't at all.
Fishermen. But you love neoprene now, don't you?
I'm all over the neoprene, the slimming neoprene.
Was it dry suit?
No, it was a